Guys, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. And of course, I got my stuff going here. No more time. I'm kind of nervous about the end and what's going to happen at the end. See my angst flipping that cheek. I don't know what to think because everything that has been done is not really what I expected. So I'm kind of nervous as to what's going to happen in the end. Like, am I going to experience a lot of pain like I have been with these downloads of information? That's scary. Not really scary. I'm not really frightened of it. It just hurts, all this downloading. But I'm ready, I guess. Just a little bit of angst. And I just thought I'd get on here to, let you guys know that we are doing it at 3 o'clock p.m. today. And unfortunately, this morning, I was talking about some things that kind of upset me in a way. And I got up and I tripped over my cord to my computer. And of course, it's broke. So I won't be able to partake in chat tonight. I won't be able to see the show. I'll just have to sit here in silence, which is, I think, is the way it's supposed to be. I think that's the reason why it happened. So here at about 2, 3 o'clock, whenever we start, I'm not really going to say much of anything except for to Tim at this point. He's my shaman. So that's indicating to me that I'm supposed to just shut my mouth and only talk to him. So I won't be able to talk to anybody after 3 o'clock today. I mean, I'm just going by off of Phil and what he's telling me. I see him back there. Anyway, he's telling me that. And so I'm going off what I'm being told. I thought it was going to be earlier than this. I thought it was like going to be like for 3 days, but apparently no, that's not the way it goes, especially in this world. You do what you got to do. That's what he was telling me, to get as many people as I can before, I go on, since I was given such short notice. So they allowed me that, but now I got to shut my mouth, which is cool. I like shutting my mouth because I don't like being a YouTuber really, but I did it because I was called to do it, and I do what I'm told. So here I am doing what I'm told, and it's time, just about. Tim's getting ready as it is at this point, and he's going to join me in this adventure together. We're going to do it together because we feel like we come to the conclusion that we're the center, of the love, and it spreads out everywhere. That's at least my conclusion, and that's the way I want my ceremony to be. And it's not a ceremony like your wedding, or anything like that. It's just a ceremony of this death and going into a new life. And I wish my hubby can be with me, but he can't, he doesn't believe in this, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Hello, Nanya. I'm just talking about the ceremony tonight, today, tomorrow, tonight. So I'm just going to sit here for a minute and see if anybody comes in with any questions. Give them time to come in because I just came up. Nobody knows I'm coming up. You know how it is. You just do what you do and do it well. Everything is kind of like spontaneous with me, and I apologize, but this is just the way it is. I mean, I only had 5 weeks to 6 weeks, if that, to prepare for all this stuff. I think it's been 50-something days, 50 days, 52 days, something like that. I think I got pretty far with what I'm doing. I mean, I learned a lot of things and learned a lot of things about myself. Gave me a lot of confidence. So I should carry that into the ceremony instead of being so worried. But I'm not really worried about, getting in front of the camera in front of you guys for 24 hours. I love my family and I love, showing my love to people and I love giving it. It's just the last part I'm worried about because so far these downloads have been pretty extensive and it does hurt. It hurts the brain. And I just don't want I don't want that pain, but nobody does. But, if I need to take it, then I'll take it for what it is. Well, we'll find out what's going to happen, and you'll be able to see what happens. because I'm told I need to air it. I don't really want to air something like this because you do get kind of personal and you start moaning and, you know, especially whenever you're going through a lot of pain like that, you know, which I've done, but not on camera. I mean, I doubt very much that I'll pee myself, but you never know. I mean, it may be so extensive that I may. You just never know with this stuff. I mean, it just comes and you expect one thing and it's another thing, entirely different from what you were expecting. So it surprises you. I guess I shouldn't let it surprise me at this point, huh? Got to live in the lack of the awe and the fear. But it's not really fear or awe. It's just, I don't know. It just hurts whenever you're getting a download. Not really scared of the pain, but I guess I'm just embarrassed by what's going to come out of it. You know, like, am I going to moan and be like one of those people that is on one of those regression videos and they're moaning and sighing and swaying, and it can be a little bit embarrassing, I guess. But I guess I shouldn't worry about being embarrassed. I mean, I done belched in front of you guys and I've done laid out my soul, you know, for you guys, so I don't think I should be embarrassed. But we got about 2 hours until it starts, and I'll be over at Tim Who TV's. The link will be in the description. Sorry I didn't put it up again. But I just wanted to get on really quick and kind of like give a shout out before that time came so that, you know, I'm able to talk, because after this I won't be able to talk to anyone, have contact with anyone. It's except for the shaman. And that proved it to me whenever I did what I did with the computer. Because here I was trying to set up and, you know, it didn't work out. You can never plan anything. Not with me. I never can plan anything. It's so weird. I don't know who's in the room, but hi, I'm Nunya. And we are going to go on a spiritual adventure today. We're going to have a 24-hour marathon of my extension to the All Perfect Buddahood. And it's not a cult, just in case you're wondering. It's just all about love. That's all it is. It does provide you with extensive powers within yourself to be able to astral, what do they call it? Astral projection and, you know, astral travel, all that good stuff. And, you know, where you're able to see other things that's within yourself of past lives and not of this plane, not just of this plane, but other planes that they have so graciously trapped us on, that I'm wanting to get out and go home. I want to go home to my creator. And this is the way I feel like I can do that. There is no religion here with me, but I do respect other religions and your faith and everyone's faith. I love all equally, and there is no judgment here. At this point, you know, I was judgmental before, but I grew since then. I grew in those 50 days to realize that it's not what you believe, it's what's within that's going to get you here. So I have learned that in these very short few days, actually. And it took a friend called Suga to help me out with that. And I love her for that, and I appreciate her for that. And she's getting a new phone, so she'll be able to tune in and maybe even talk. And that'd be awesome because she hasn't done the show yet. You know, she hasn't come on the show, and so that'd be amazing to see that. But unfortunately, I can't see that because now I stripped myself of the computer at this point. I didn't do it. They did it. You know, they didn't want me to talk to anybody, I guess, at 3 o'clock. That's what I'm taking out of it, because that's the way these things roll. I mean, you look at something and you think, oh, well, that's just coincidence. But really, it's a pattern that lays itself out for you. And it's a pattern to follow. Because I even looked for another cord and I couldn't find one. There's probably some around here. I just can't find them because I'm not meant to. So I'm just going to go roll with it. That's all I can do is roll with it. Because that's what's given to me. And that's really what this is about, is listening to your higher self and rolling with it and getting to where you accept that, there's another world, that this isn't the only thing that's there, and I'm going to go home whenever I'm done with this world, whenever I'm done doing what I need to do here. And I know it has to do with love, and that's all I know, because I've had it ever since I was a little baby, all the way through. And I could say that with confidence that I passed. I know I passed. But what's to come? That's the thing. What's to come out of that? So I'm gonna hop off because I'm gonna have to do this marathon here in about 10 minutes. I just wanted to come on and kind of touch base with everyone, and you know, because I don't know, I'm bored. The silence, makes you think. But I am practicing some hand gestures that came up last minute here. And I've been practicing them all along throughout the shows and stuff. But I need to practice some more. Matter of fact, I'll do one now. And unfortunately, I didn't get to email Soft Spoken about the feast. So, Soft Spoken, if you're watching, you can go ahead on Tim's show and let me know if you wanted to do that or not. I'm sorry, I was getting ready to email you whenever all that cord stuff happened, and I pulled the cord. I dropped everything. Everything went on the floor. I tripped over the cord and it broke. So I can't even see the screen to even get in. I had to just turn off the computer and not even shut down at this point because I can't see anything on the computer to be able to email, and my phone won't email because it's not set up the way I want it because I have that doppelganger account. So I'm stuck in this position to where I can't contact anyone. So that's unfortunate, but it's Soft Spoken. If you're watching, please head over to Tim's and email him. His email and my email would be in there, but I would email him because I can't even get to mine. And let us know if you wanted to do that tomorrow at about 2:30. That would be awesome. If you don't have to make up a big feast. Just make yourself some lunch. That's all you got to do is just make yourself some lunch. That's all I wanted from you. I didn't expect no feast. Feast to me means just food for yourself. You don't have to make no big portion, to feed everyone because everybody's going to bring their own anyway because it is inside their own homes. I just wanted to highlight you because I love you, and I think that you're great and awesome. I love your laugh and I love everything about you, and I just wanted you to be a part of this with me because I feel like you're supposed to be. So if you still wanted to make that tomorrow at about 2:30, that's whenever the ceremony is going to start to end. There's going to be an hour of ceremony that's throughout the last part. And that's going to be like the hardest part. That's where the soul comes out and goes into the feast. So I have my cookies here as dessert, and you have your food there, and everybody will have their food, and my soul, my love, will go in that food, and everybody take a bite. And but yours, I wanted to kind of highlight because you're all into the food, Soft Spoken, and I just love the way you laugh, and I was hoping that we can get you on the show, on the Discord, and show your face and kind of highlight what you're doing, because what you're doing is the same thing that I'm doing, and that's spreading the love out there and making people laugh and enjoy life. You don't allow any negative in your channel, just like Lynn, and I love that, I love the positive love. I can't help it. So I love you, and I hope that, you contact me through Tim at this point because I can't do anything. I'm stuck in this little circle here of the censoring, I guess you could call it censoring by the negative. I mean, I was talking to somebody about something negative at the time, and here I tripped over my cord because I wasn't paying attention. So, because I got kind of upset, and I went to go get a cup of coffee, and I got up and tripped. I almost fell on my face too. But the ceremony will start at about 3 p.m. today, and from that point forward, I won't be able to talk to anybody but Tim because I'll be on Discord, and the phone is kind of taken at that point. And I can't. If I go out, it'll just cut out on me, the picture, the camera, and it may affect the connection too, because it has before. It has several times actually, almost all the time it does. So I want to stick with it, and the only times I'm going to get off is to let my phone cool down so that I'm able to keep going all night long. And we'll be hitting up live streams along the way. Whoever is up live between today and tomorrow will be coming, like Recycle Dudes and everyone that I like that are of the positive, that show that light that I can think of, will be hitting up because we're going to need breaks. I got to let my phone cool down, and we're going to have to take a break and stop talking for a minute, and because we're running out of things to talk about, actually. So we'll let somebody else have reins, and we'll highlight other people, and show other people's love, and go into their channels and see what they're doing, because that's always fun, is to raid a channel. So we would love if you guys join us in the raid between today and tomorrow, and come and join me for meditation and the powwows. And I'm gonna have lots of powwows throughout this. There's going to be like each one for each element that we're going to be doing, I believe, for the powwows, if we can fit it all in. uh, but unfortunately I didn't get together a list of rituals, like meditational stuff, like powwow stuff, because I was going to do that right whenever I clicked on the computer. But that's what they say about procrastinating. Don't procrastinate. But Tim will handle it. We'll figure it out. We always go by the skim of our pants anyway on this stuff. I do anyway. I do it all raw, and whatever comes out of it comes out. So I think it'll be great doing it that way, because that's me. That's so me. Just doing it, and just do it and get it done. Don't worry about what's going to come, because it'll all work out in its own. So I think that's the way we're going to do it, and it'll be real chill, and we're just going to powwow it and meditate it all the way through until the end ceremony. And that's the most important part, and that will take place tomorrow at my birth time, which is 3:07 p.m. Central Time. If you wanted to open your hearts and let me come in, just have something that you can eat at 3:07, but between 3:07 and 3:10, somewhere around in there, because that's probably whenever, sometime around then, maybe thereafter, the soul for me will be released into my cookies. That will be my dessert, and it'll be set in front of here, right here. And then it'll go into the screen and go into soft spokens and everybody who has a meal, a feast for themselves. And it could be a cookie, it could be a cracker, it could be whatever you want it to be. I mean, that's a feast, it's food. And I just need to go into that food and give my love in that food, and you eat that food, and I'll give you a hug. You're accepting my hug at that point. You're accepting my love. And I think that's the way that the book is explaining to do it. I just read that today. And that's what we're going to be doing, is just spreading my love. That's all. A lot of people think that this is a cult. It's not a cult, it's just, or that it's something that to do with something bad, like devil worshiping, and it has nothing to do with that. It's just love. That's simple. I just want to. November 7th is my birthday, and that is a love day within this whole cycle of the festival of November, from October to November. That's what Halloween is, and I used to love Halloween, and now I love it even more, because now I realize that Halloween is based all around love. So who figured that? That's, I mean, all this stuff is new to me, so don't feel like I'm more advanced than you. I just worked really hard to get here. I worked real hard. I put my life on hold. I mean, completely. I didn't go to work. I didn't do anything. I just studied this stuff and tried to get here. And you guys have jobs. You guys don't have the help that I do. I have a family to help me. They don't believe in what I do, but they support me in it, which is really cool, because it allowed me to get here to this day faster, and allowed me to have my birthday and actually do this death ceremony along with it, since I'm already here. Because it says it takes 49 days, and I've been here for 52 days now in this realm of what I've been seeing with with all this Buddhahood stuff and accepting it and trying to figure it out. And so I spent 52 days, which, is appropriate according to the book. And now I'm ready for the death ceremony. And that will come tomorrow at 3:07. So have your crackers or whatever you have with you. You don't have to tune in or anything. Just, at 3:07 start to eat your whatever you have and just accept that I'm there and that my love is spreading, to everyone because I have enough of it to give. A lot of it. A lot more than anybody I know in this state and New York and California, anywhere I've ever been. I've seen ugliness in people. It does get discouraging, but there are good people out there, and I see that now with this community. And you know, I was in it all by myself at first. I was in here all by myself doing these live streams, and 13 people came. First it was 5, 4, 5, then it got to be 18, which is pretty cool. And now it's back down to 2, 3, 4, 5 again. But that's all right. People heard about me, and they're subscribed, so they know what's going on, and they're just trying to get out there and learn what I told them to do. Get away from me and go learn, which is cool. But Tim does have a channel that offers that. He has that Discord that he built. You know, I gave him an idea, and I told him that this is what I would like to do, and is build a learning center for this because it's hard to get this information uh, the way I wanted, you know, then that's to look within this community, this lovely community that just so graciously took me in whenever I was all by myself in this, because it does get lonely in here. It really does get lonely in here. You're sitting here, you're talking to yourself. I mean, that's really, and you're talking to a screen, and you're talking on chat. It's not the same as talking to someone. So it does get lonely, but Tim has a Discord over there on his channel. You know, I can't do any of that because, I don't have especially now, I don't have the computer. But we discuss and we look at people and we see where they're coming from, and we just want it to be clean, and crisp and non-negative in the channel. Just like earlier, it's like we started talking negatively in the channel, and look what happened. I broke a cord. So this is why we must not have negative, is because it does have adverse effects on things. And it could have been, it was meant to be. I'm taking it as it was meant to be, but I still have that thought in my head that it was negative, playing its little game in my life. Because it can go into your own head. You can infect yourself, with negative. It doesn't have to be just somebody else. You make things happen with yourself whenever you think negatively without even knowing it. So that's what I think that was. But then it allowed it to happen because it was supposed to happen, because I'm not supposed to be talking to anybody after 3 o'clock. That's what I'm being told. That's where it's all leading.
Mama?
Hang on one moment.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I can't mute it. It's already done.
No, you're cool. You gonna be here Friday?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm working or what.
All right.
I know I got to get back to work.
Okay. All right. I'll see you later.
Alrighty, have a good day. Sorry about that. That was my boy. So I'm going to get off of here and start to get ready for everything. I just wanted to kind of get on here and touch base, and I appreciate you all coming in and checking it out, and I appreciate it if at 3:07 you do have anything, even if you're at work, you don't have to tune in. Just have something there that you can just like throw in your mouth, even a piece of gum, or a piece of candy, anything, just so long as you're putting in your mouth and you're putting it in your belly, because it's going to go in your heart. I think that's what they're saying in this book, is they're trying to get to that, because the soul is the soul, and you're giving it to a feast. And that's the way I'm partaking it, because it sounds right, to me. It sounds like my part in this is my love is going out to everyone. So just be expecting it. If you accept it, just be expecting a little tingle right here. It's about right here, and it goes behind your heart. And it's just like a little, well, this side. It's more like in the middle to the side. It used to be like over to the left more, and now with the Mandela effect, it's more towards the middle. Go figure. Um, the center. So I'll be at the center. Tim will be at the center, and we're gonna give our love out to you. So be expecting it if you accept it, and you can receive that love, and you'll feel that tingle in there behind your heart. It'll be like a little tingle, like a little hug, and you'll feel us. If it works out the way we want it. I don't know what to expect, you know. It's everything I expected out of this is different from what I expected. So we just got to go with it and roll with it, and we'll figure it out along the way, right? So I hope that you all will be there, and thank you, Daniel. I seen your comment, and yeah, meet us over there, and we'll consider you as Discord material at this point. Uh, we're looking at people, you know, and just kind of like judging, not really judging, you know, not that way. But you know, there's a lot of negative that rolls in and out of these chat rooms, and it does corrupt and it does eat away at, you know, things that you build. And this is a creation that we wanted to make for everyone to have fun in, and enjoy these new powers that we all have, and try to get there with them, because it is amazing. It really is amazing. I mean, if you've been over to Tim's channel, whenever we're all meditating, you can actually feel yourself up in the air, spinning around with everyone. You can recognize the feel of these avatars that you're seeing, and you can feel it in your heart, and it blows and it blows and it blows, and it feels kind of like an orgasm of this world. But it's not. It's a spiritual, angelic, you know, feel. It's really nice. You just can't take it, you know, in that sexual manner, because it's not about your body, it's about your spirit and about your soul intertwining and connecting with someone else, and utilizing what they have in their heart, and that's love, you know, and utilizing that to communicate with one another. Instead of communicating by mouth, you're communicating by the thought of someone, and you're giving your love, and you know, it's just all about love. Again, round and round with love. So I will see you there, and have fun, be safe, and everything that you do. Bye. If I can get it off.